like Mike said, that the camp went very well. And, I wasn't there the last 2 years to cover Mike spring, really just 1 year because COVID. Jason's not here, so we can't argue about that. But no, Norvell did not have a spring last year. Only had about 3 days, really, maybe 2. But he really liked the way this camp began. He said that there was one rough day that, wasn't really pleased with the practice overall. But other than that, the guys responded, and he thought this was really an intense spring camp. And I think he was really happy with how the newcomers came along, transfers and early enrollees. I think that's something that he felt like the guys adjusted. I think we talked about it multiple times on here, but the guys adjusted really quickly. And you're seeing Sam McCall, who we've talked about, Azare Thomas coming in, Omar Graham Jr. just kind of fit in right away. Bishop Thomas having his flashes. And you don't usually see that from true freshmen coming in, but to see those guys coming in and making plays that early on, those kind of things you've got to be excited about. Not, I know whatever happens, no matter on any team almost, it feels like, spring camp, it's all about getting excited and stuff. But for those true freshmen, these newcomers to come along and have that chemistry right away, I think is important and worth noting. I'm not over here just kind of exaggerating things. That's something that you don't see a lot of from young guys coming in to, start making an impact where they're going with the twos. You see them going with the twos, you're battling starters from last year, these newcomers coming in. I think it's definitely something worth doing, and that's why Norvell was happy. You can see it. You can see how he's sung. It's just not coaches speak. You can just really see how pleased he was with how this competitive this camp was and what they got out of it. And those practices, he felt really good.
And to mention another thing that we won't talk about because Jason's not here is I released my coaches rankings this past week, and I went through every conference. And then I put them all together and did a coaches ranking nationally, and that's what Christian Diaz and some other ones are commenting on. But I'll bring those to the table at some point. We got plenty of summer to go, and I'll bring my coaches rankings and have Jason, Logan, and James take a shot at what I've put out there. So we will get to that at some point.